Hi, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to my channel, Miss Supplement here. You can call me Rehab if you like. And today we are talking about aging. It is one of my most favorite topics. So we are going to see aging, especially on the physical part, what you observe, and all that. So basically, you're going to start with what is aging. And before I continue, I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. So welcome to my channel. So basically, you're going to start from the beginning. What is aging? And basically, aging is a natural process. And basically, it is characterized by accumulation of cellular damage, which leads to progressive loss of biological function, and it affects the entire body. So with aging, we can call it's as a result of time. And sometimes aging can be premature, meaning it has been accelerated by other factors, either environmental or other biological factors as well. Now, what are the symptoms that you need to look out for aging? There are so many, and I'm actually going to put them somewhere here on the screen. And they include, oh, come on. They include wrinkles, fine lines, sagging skin, age spots, dryness and roughness, loss of skin elasticity, visible pores, sometimes skin sensitivity, skin thinning. You find that you have really thin skin, dull skin, and all that. So, as we have seen, aging is just but a natural process, but I believe you can go through that natural process in a good way. Okay, so we are going to look at some of the causes of premature aging. We have seen it's a natural process, but let's look at some of the things that will accelerate aging. Okay. Okay, so jump right into the causes of premature skin aging, and we are going to start with environmental one, which is the UV exposure, that is sun exposure, which can cause sunburns, uneven skin tones, and all that. So basically, UV can damage collagen and keratin, and actually interfere with collagen and keratin production. And remember those two proteins, the collagen and the keratin, we need them for how the skin is, how firm the skin is, how youthful the skin is. We need them, and therefore overexposure to the UV light can damage that. Also, the UV light can increase oxidative stress, which basically can cause aging to the skin. Now, what are the supplements would I recommend when it comes to damaged skin as a result of exposure to the UV light? We go for things like antioxidants. Those are vitamin C, vitamin E, beta carotene, or vitamin A. You can also go for the omegas. Omega-3 comes in handy. Green tea is also something to look into. Now, the second thing, majority of people may not know this, but poor sleep, irregular sleep, yeah, can cause premature aging. And many may wonder how. That is what we are going to look into. As a matter of fact, some people actually, they only need quality sleep. That's why we call it beauty sleep. Yeah. And the beauty about quality sleep is that not only does it improve your skin, but it has other benefits in the body, especially boosting your immune system, helping to repair and heal the damaged tissue. So quality sleep has benefits in that. Now, if you look at sleep, there is one neurotransmitter that is involved in regulating your sleep, and that is melatonin. Did you know that melatonin, not only does it regulate your sleep, but also is also an antioxidant? That's why when you get that quality sleep, you wake up with a really nice glowy skin. Yeah, that is the reason behind that. And basically that is why we call it a beauty sleep. Now, poor sleep, it means your cortisol hormone is high. And let me tell you, having high levels of cortisol hormone, yeah, can be a nightmare, not only for your skin only, but other body processes. Like, for example, poor sleep can make it impossible for you to lose weight. Yeah. We talked about that when we were talking about obesity. So basically, poor sleep, it means you have elevated levels of cortisol, and cortisol level is responsible for sagging skin, wrinkles, fine line, sagging arms. Yeah, basically all that. Now, let's look at some of the health benefits of having quality sleep generally. Number one, reduces inflammation. Remember, if you have high levels of low-grade chronic inflammation, you are prone to diseases like eczema, any dermatitis. Yeah. So quality sleep minimizes inflammation. It improves skin hydration. Yeah, adequate sleep improves moisture retention on your skin and therefore improving hydration. Other things are quality sleeps improves skin elasticity. Yeah, by improving hydration, you also improve elasticity. We have also seen that quality sleeps improves repair of damaged tissues in the body, and that also includes your skin. So quality sleeps improves repair of damaged tissue, including the skin, and also improves collagen production. So yeah, sleep comes in handy. Now, if you have irregular sleep, what are some of the supplements you can look into? And some of these supplements, I'm going to list them as well, includes magnesium, preferably magnesium glycinate or magnesium bisglycinate will come in handy, melatonin, vitamin D3, L-theanine, B vitamins, and ashwagandha. So let's look at the third factor that contributes to premature aging, and that is unhealthy diets. Yeah, I know we are culprits to this one, but unhealthy diets in this case, if you don't like fiber, you consume high refined sugars, high refined carbohydrates, trans fats, and all that. Yeah, they can accelerate aging, and they do so by increasing oxidative stress and increasing inflammation. Now, for those who don't know what oxidative stress is, oxidative stress, I can call it damage to cells, but basically the chemical definition of oxidative stress is where one molecule renders a reactive oxygen molecule to another substance. In this case, when you have accumulation of toxins in the body and they carry a reactive oxygen molecule, yeah, once they render that oxygen that oxygen molecule to your cells, it can actually damage the cells, kill the cells, and all that. So basically, unhealthy foods, they contribute a lot to oxidative stress, and they also contribute a lot to low grade chronic inflammation. Not to mention that unhealthy diets, they contribute to low production of collagen and keratin. And remember, for you to have that firm skin, for you to have that, youthful look, you need proper levels of collagen and keratin production in the body. Now, what are some of these, what are some of the, now talking about diets, what are some of the things that you need to include in your diet to improve on how your skin is? Number one on the list is probiotics. Number two on the list is fiber. Number three on the list are things like, and fibers, you can choose any. We do have kelp, we do have grapefruit pectin fiber, we do have phylum husk. My all-time favorite, kelp, comes in handy. Some of the things that you can include on your diet are things like shilajit, things like sea moss, things like antioxidants, These are things like vitamin C, vitamin E. Antioxidants are so many. Actually, I'm going to make a list separately for antioxidant. And trust me, even on that list, I haven't mentioned like a third of the antioxidants. There are so many. Also include anti-inflammatories, things like evening primrose oil, omega-3, vitamin D. You also need to include proteins. Yeah, remember, for you to make proteins like collagen and keratin, you need amino acids, and the best source of amino acids, you can either go for proteins or you can go for amino acids themselves. You also need to include healthy fats. Yeah, healthy fats are essential, and especially in lowering inflammation. Healthy fats are things like avocados, cashew nuts, peanuts, groundnuts. Groundnuts and peanuts, are they the same? Okay, yeah, those ones. You also, the other things that you need to include in your diet are electrolytes. Some people, they just have a dull skin, not because they are unhealthy, they have mineral deficiencies, no, just because they are dehydrated. So let me look at the, oh, still working. So electrolytes comes in handy. You can do salts, yeah, you can do ORSs. Basically what electrolytes do, they basically maintain the fluid balance, which is essential for the moisture of your skin and elasticity of your skin. So we are going to look at other issues that cause premature aging in a few. Other thing that can cause premature aging, basically lifestyle related issue like alcohol consumption. And by the way, do you know how much energy your body uses just to remove alcohol in the body? One of the metabolites of alcohol is acetaldehyde. And let me tell you, your body requires a lot of energy, a lot of nutrients, a lot of antioxidant just to remove acetaldehyde from the body. So if you're the person who consumes, let's say, alcohol, smoking, vaping, you might need some of the supplements that will come in handy, especially antioxidant, to help with aging that could be associated with overconsumption of those items. And some of these supplements will include things like glutathione, N-acetylcysteine, vitamin C or vitamin E, milk thistle, niacin, magnesium, vitamin D, evening primrose oil, omega-3, and of course, electrolytes comes in handy. Now, other things that could cause premature aging: chronic diseases, especially metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome, these are diseases like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, Cushing syndrome, hormonal imbalance, PCOS, what else? Obesity, yeah. Most people don't know this, but obesity also falls under the category of metabolic diseases. Now, when you're choosing, if you have these metabolic diseases and other related chronic diseases, choose the supplements not only for the skin, but also that will cater, that will help in the management of those diseases. For example, if you're obese and you're looking for something for the skin, remember, obesity accelerates aging, and it does so by increasing oxidative stress and increasing inflammation. So if you're looking something for the skin and you're obese, go for supplements that will cater for both. For example, you can go for fiber. In this case, you can go for kelp. Kelp is my all-time favorite. Go for probiotics, and then you can add other things like collagen, MSM, vitamin A, vitamin C. Another example is, let's say you have hormonal imbalance. Remember, hormonal imbalance plays a huge role in accelerating aging. Yeah, especially when your cortisol levels are high, you have fluctuating levels of estrogen, progesterone, and in men, testosterone. If you have hormonal imbalance, you can consider, I have to keep checking if this mic is on, because sometimes really frustrates me. So if, let's say, you have hormonal imbalance, some of the supplements you can consider are things like maca, and then you can combine it with the collagen, vitamin C, vitamin A. If you have hormonal imbalance, you can also consider combining vitamin D, magnesium. Actually, these two works really well in balancing your hormones. And then you can add something like collagen or MSM. For those who don't know what MSM is basically methyl sulfonyl methane, which basically helps in production of collagen and keratin in the body. So you can choose either. Let's say you have type 2 diabetes and you're looking for something for the skin. Go for supplements that will help regulate your sugars and manage type 2 diabetes, and also for the skin. For example, you can go for fiber. In this case, choose kelp or phylum husk or grapefruit pectin fiber. Combine it with magnesium, and then for the skin, go for something like vitamin A, go for collagen, and then combine it with vitamin C. Alternatively, in type 2 diabetes, you can go for things like fiber, glutathione, and vitamin C. Those three actually in type 2 diabetes will work really well, not only for your skin, but also for managing type 2 diabetes. Let's look at chronic stress. Chronic stress is when you have elevated levels of cortisol hormone, and therefore you're constantly under anxiety, depression. That can take a toll on your skin. Some of the supplements you can go for when you have chronic stress that will also help in improving your skin are things like magnesium, vitamin D, melatonin. You can pick any. In this case, you can go for something like magnesium. Magnesium comes in handy, by the way. So you can do magnesium, combine it with the collagen, combine it with vitamin C, vitamin A. Not only will it work in managing chronic depression or anxiety, but that combination will work well for the skin as well. So having said that, I think we have covered chronic disease. Unless you have, let's say, specific condition, you can let me know on the comment section. Unless you have a specific condition and you would like supplement that will cover that condition and also be helpful for your skin, you can let me know. Now, the other causes of premature aging is basically medication. Yes, medication can contribute to that big time, and especially for those who are using medication like steroids, hydroquinone. Those are some of the medication that can really contribute to aging, especially topical, topical application of steroid like dexamethasone, hydrocortisone. At first, your skin may look okay. I'm made aware that there are some people, and especially who are doing skin lightening, who are using things like topical steroid for doing so. Please, by all means, stop. Yeah. At first, your skin may look so okay and super good, but later on, it has so many disadvantages. For example, something like dexamethasone, which we use in hospital setup for treatment, especially for conditions like eczema and all that. Is still on. Can raise cortisol levels. Remember, steroid medication, they fall under the category of glucocorticoids. Now, glucocorticoids, they fall under the same category as cortisol hormone. So when you're taking your steroid medication, just know it can raise cortisol hormone, and once cortisol hormone goes high, not only does it has effect on your skin, but it has other physiological effects. For example, it raises your blood sugar levels, it puts you at a risk of insulin resistance, it puts you at a risk of weight gain, it puts you at a risk of obesity and eventually metabolic diseases. So when we are talking about medication, if it is not prescribed, leave it, especially steroid medication. If it is not prescribed, leave it alone. Another thing is that if you're using topical steroid, make sure you get in touch with your dermatologist. Remember, Um, um, Topical steroid, they can also damage collagen and keratin in your body, and this basically will lead to sagging skin, wrinkles, fine lines, etc., etc. And having said that, you will notice, especially hydroquinone. Hydroquinone may look good on your skin, but later on, you might end up with conditions like this. I'm going to post that condition where you start getting hyperpigmentation. Yes. And some of this hyperpigmentation, it will take you one hell of a time to rectify them. So you need to look out for that. Now, having said that, there are other things that can cause premature aging, and this is non-approved skincare products. If you're so unfortunate you fall for, let's say, skincare products that contain things like mercury, you're in for a rude shock, because some things like mercury, they can even cause skin cancers. Yeah. So sometimes when you're going for your skincare products, be in a habit of looking for the ingredients. What do they contain? Sometimes even go further to know the mode of action of those ingredients. So I think up to there, I have named a fair amount of things that will accelerate premature aging, and we have left one out, and that is exercise. Exercise and hydration. Let me tell you, some of us, the skin is not that great just because we don't have proper blood circulation, and all you need is just a little bit of exercise, a little bit of hydration, and voila, your skin is okay. And this brings me back to, you have seen a lot of people doing the get ready with me, and one of the things they do is to tap their skin, yeah, before they apply their skincare. Basically, the reason why they tap their skin is to improve blood circulation and improve oxygen circulation, which makes the skincare either be absorbed well or sit well on your skin. So exercise comes in handy. Remember, by exercising, you improve oxygen circulation and you improve nutrient circulation. And with that, you get that good skin. Hydration also comes in handy. If you're having dry skin, before rushing to buy that expensive moisturizer, sometimes just hydrate. Go for electrolytes, go for things like ORS. ORS are basically oral rehydration salts. You add them in water, they improve water absorption. You can also do normal salt, yeah. Add a pinch of salt in a glass of water, take in, and voila, your skin is okay. So basically, exercise, hydration comes in handy. And if you look at it, sometimes to have a good skin doesn't mean that you have a lot of skincare products or supplement. Get quality sleep. Make sure that your digestive system is okay. Make sure that you have healthy diets. You are exercising. You are hydrating properly, and even fasting. I almost forgot fasting. Yeah, fasting plays a huge role in getting that great skin. Remember, fasting, number one, minimizes inflammation. Inflammation is an enemy to your skin. Fasting regulates your blood sugar levels. Fasting improves body utilization of the minerals that you already have. So some things that will come in handy in improving how your skin is, they're basically right there with you. Exercise, fasting, hydration, quality sleep. These are the things that you can actually do and improve your skin. But since we are also incorporating supplements, we are going to see different supplements, how you can combine them, and all that. Um, okay, still working. Now, talking about supplements, supplements also plays a huge role in improving how your skin is. And basically, before you go for any supplements, there are some things you need to put into question. For example, existing diseases. Remember, if you have existing disease, let's say thyroid issue, hyperthyroidism, there are some supplements you can't go for. For example, things like seaweeds, especially kelp, yeah, because they have high levels of iodine, and if you have hyperthyroidism, kelp is the last supplement you need to go for. So before you go for supplement, keep in mind, if you have existing condition, do your research properly. Does that supplement help in managing this condition, or will it make this condition even worse? Number two is age. Remember, if you're 25 years and below, you don't need a lot of supplements to keep your skin healthy. Remember, 35 years and below, your skin is still capable of producing collagen, glutathione, vitamin D, keratin. All you need is to lower inflammation and lower oxidative stress, and you'll be good to go. As a matter of fact, I usually say, if you're 35 years and below, all you need is basically an antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory. Go for vitamin C. Combine it with evening primrose oil. Actually, that is a very good combination, and you'll be good to go. Go for omega-3 and something like vitamin E. That is another great combination. Go for vitamin D, one of the greatest anti-inflammatories we have. Combine it with something like glutathione and vitamin C. You'll be good to go. So age matters. If you're 35 years and above, you have hit menopause, perimenopause, the combination differs, because by the time you're 35 years and above, hormonally you're starting to change as you head to perimenopause. When you're in perimenopause, as you're heading to menopause, there is that hormonal changes. This is where you can do additional supplements like maca, ashwagandha, dim. I'm going to list those supplements, but since we are talking about some of the things that you need to put into consideration when choosing the supplements for your skin, number one on the list, we have seen age is one of the factors. And of course, safety and potential effects. Yeah. Remember, not all supplements will fit you. For example, for people who are allergic to sulfur, they can't take MSM. And mark you, MSM, what we call methyl sulfonyl methane, is among the greatest skincare supplements we have out there. So if you're allergic to sulfur, you can't go for MSM. If you have hyperthyroidism, you can't go for kelp. So look for safety and potential side effects that you can get from these supplements before you start using. The other thing you need to look out for is costs. Of course, supplements, sometimes they can be costly. Yeah, but if the cost is not an issue, then you can dive right into it. The other thing is dosage and formulas. Okay, I have to keep checking if this thing is working. So the other thing to go for is dosage and formulas. Remember, I'm going to give an example. I did have a client whom I prescribed biotin 5,000 microgram twice daily. So for her, she just had biotin. And the quotation I gave for her, the biotin that I usually supply is for 5,000 microgram is 2,200 and something Kenyan shillings. So for her, she went and found a relatively affordable biotin, which went, a pack of 100 went for, I think, 1,000 and something. And then she came and told me, how do I take this one? Only for her to realize she bought a very low dose of that biotin. Actually, one capsule was 600 microgram. And I asked her, since I want you to start with 5,000 microgram twice daily, how many capsules of 600 microgram are you going to take to get to 5,000 microgram? And you'll be doing that twice daily. So she found that that packet couldn't even take her for 2 days, actually not more than 3 days. And it was super disappointing. So you need to look out for the dosage and formulas. There are so many supplements out here. What is the dosage are you looking for? the formula. Do they come in tablets? Can you be able to take the tablets? Do they come in liquid form? Are you looking for powders? Those are some of the things you can look for. Now, the other thing is general body health. Okay, overall health. Now, supplements are holistic in nature. You see, supplement taking for your skin, it will take care for your gut system, it will take care for your cardiovascular system. Look for a supplement that is holistic. For example, if you're going for collagen, collagen is good in preventing diseases like osteoarthritis. It is good for maintaining proper cardiovascular system. It is good for maintaining a healthy gut system. Look for a supplement. Not only is it for the skin, but it is going to maintain your general body wellness. All right. So, like we have seen, some of the factors you need to consider when choosing which supplements to go for. There are several of them, and I hope you have gotten a point or two. So, in general, before I go for supplement combination, because I have so many of them, let's look at some of the things that you need to keep, to keep in check for a great skin. Number one, oxidative stress. Minimize oxidative stress in your body as much as possible. You can minimize oxidative stress by use of antioxidant. Go for vitamin C, go for vitamin E, go for glutathione, resveratrol, N-acetylcysteine, coenzyme Q10, things like milk thistle. All those are antioxidants that basically can minimize oxidative stress. Go for supplements that will minimize inflammation, especially low-grade chronic inflammation. We said low-grade chronic inflammation is an enemy to your skin. Actually, is the beginning of inflammatory condition like dermatitis on your skin. So these supplements will include things like evening primrose oil, vitamin D, omega-3, black seed oil. All those, they are great anti-inflammatory and they will be helpful for your skin as well. Number three, mind your diet. Yeah, if you're a high consumer of sugars, refined carbohydrates, trans fats, alcohol, smoking, you need to work on that as well. There are some things people don't understand what sugar does. Have you ever noted sometimes when you have a bad skin and you stop sugars and the skin goes back to normal? It's because sugar has several properties, and one of those properties is that it increases oxidative stress, hence making your skin really bad. Sugar also increases low-grade chronic inflammation. Not to mention, sugar increases insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is the mother of all metabolic diseases, which can also accelerate aging as well. So basically, mind your diet. Also maintain a healthy gut system, and your gut system doesn't require a lot. Just improve on your fiber, improve on your probiotic, and your gut system is okay. Remember, your skin health is connected to your gut system. If your gut system is not healthy, so is your skin. So, and one way of maintaining a healthy gut system, probiotics, and fiber. Fiber, you can get it in your vegetables. You can get it in supplement form. My all-time favorite. You'll keep seeing me showing you this. Kelp. Fibers like phylum husk. Fibers like grapefruit pectin. Still on. Yeah. Probiotics. There are so many probiotics in the market. You can go for Saccharomyces, there are lactobacillus. Choose any, and your gut system will be okay. You also need to mind your mental health. If your mental health is not okay, so your skin is not okay as well. Things like anxiety, depression, keep them at bay. The moment you start noticing you're having anxiety, depression, insomnia, that's when you need to look out for your mental health. Supplements that helps in maintaining mental health are things like vitamin D, things like melatonin, things like L-theanine, things like magnesium, especially magnesium glycinate. or magnesium taurate or magnesium L-threonate. They do come in handy. We have also looked at exercise. Yeah, put exercise in your routine. Fasting also comes in handy. Things like hydrating. Yeah, hydration also comes in handy in maintaining a good skin. So I think we have explained quite a number of things that you can look out for when considering a healthy skin. It is not just supplement, there are other things that would come in handy. So I'm going to jump right into supplement combination for those under 35 and those above 35. I'm also going to include some of the health conditions and how to go about them. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a few. Okay, so welcome back, and let's jump right into supplements combination, especially those under 35 years. Under 35 years, we said your body is still capable of producing collagen, keratin, hyaluronic acid, and all that. If you're experiencing your skin is aging faster than normal, all you need to do is low oxidative stress, lower inflammation, and you'll be good to go. So some of the supplements combination would include for 35 years and below to maintain a healthy, youthful skin would include a combination of vitamin C and vitamin D. That is a great combination. Another combination is vitamin C, glutathione, and evening primrose oil. Another great combination. The third one is vitamin E, evening primrose oil, and add vitamin A. No, vitamin A is one of those elements that it is super helpful in the skincare industry. Yeah. So vitamin A is the natural retinol. And if you know anything about retinols, they are so wide in the skincare industry. The other one you can, I'm going to name a few, but there are so many combination. You can do glutathione and vitamin C. Actually, those two on their own, they are enough. You can also do N-acetylcysteine and evening primrose oil, and you'll be good to go. Now, for those who are 35 years and above, if you have hit perimenopause, these are the supplements you can go for. Things like maca. Remember, if you have hit perimenopause and menopause, we are not only looking for supplement for the skin alone, we are also looking for supplement to stabilize the hormonal imbalance that is happening in your body. And in this case, let's say you have hit perimenopause and menopause and you're looking for supplements for the skin, go for maca, collagen, vitamin C. That is a great combination. Alternatively, you can do ashwagandha, MSM, vitamin A, combine it with evening primrose oil. That is another great combination. You can also go for black cohosh, collagen, vitamin A, and evening primrose oil. You can also go for DHEA. This combination will be specific for those in menopause. That is DHEA, collagen, vitamin E, and evening primrose oil. Now, for those who don't know what DHEA is, DHEA, it is dihydroepiandrosterone. And dihydroepiandrosterone is a great supplement, especially for boosting estrogen and testosterone levels for those who have hit menopause already. So supplement combination can be many. Number one, depending on your health status. Number two, depending on how much you need to spend. I think I have mentioned what you need to consider when you're going for supplements. So when it comes to things to do with the skin, there are super many combinations. You can let me know. For example, you can go to the comment section, write down, maybe you have specific condition and you also need for me to formulate a combination that will cater for that condition and the skin. I will gladly do. So I think up to them, I have nothing else to add when it comes to the skin, but I will keep updating the video. But for now, I think we are going to stop there. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. I pray that you stay healthy, you stay fit, and you enjoy your skin journey. Let me know in the comment section what you think. So see ya, bye, and voila.